big time.
Yeah, there was like some super easy assassin.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Assassin's first day.
You added more dudes. Eat my ass. Get
Super
out of here.
easy assassin
It was their
combat
first day.
that you guys were like, we can't figure out how to win the game. Help us.
Well, the assassins were one-shotting people that weren't tanks.
Apparently, just standing in the middle of the street, just ignoring snipers is not a good strategy. We've learned that for the next time.
Turns out cover is a thing that exists. And
Ignoring
also-
snipers is fine until they roll a crit and do 104 damage.
I thought we were just showing off our balls.
Well, you were. You just got shot a lot.
Like, didn't Sindolas just get fucking yeeted immediately?
Yeah, I've got 140 wounds. I've got 102 hit points. So yeah, I was like on the edge of like permadeath.
Yeah.
I couldn't kill that fucking sniper, and he just kept shooting you guys in the face over and over again.
But
One
Jonas
job,
has a lot of
Ryla.
guys.
Sprite woke up and chose violence that day.
So, do we get a short rest now? Maybe spend some healing surges, maybe?
Yeah. You can have a short rest here.
You know, there's no other sniper hiding in the other building.
No, but I do believe you spoke to some of the assassins you'd captured, and you got some names.
One. We
one.
saved
You got
one.
some names. You got
And a location at the lighthouse.
ooh, yes. What was the location?
The lighthouse.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Sorry.
I thought you were saying you got a location at the lighthouse.
I'm sorry, that fucking tickled me. Ooh.
So the name that you got was Krampus Snow?
Krampus?
Krampus? No. Yep.
That was the name we got?
Yep.
Well, it was a bit hard
Oh.
to recheck that name with that guy because, you know, someone shot him.
Oh, yeah, what an asshole. I wonder who did that.
Because this game is just full of references and memes, so Krampus
Yeah.
Snow is entirely appropriate.
Yeah, why not? Good old Krampus.
So last time... Oh, God. What was the other name you got? I'm sure there was another name.
Joe Hobnut.
Bert Facey?
Scovin Heady and Colin McCready. I don't know who those names are because I don't write good notes, but you know, those are two people's names.
Colin McBreedy?
Colin McCready. That's on my public notes of that place name, but you know,
I have no idea who those people are.
I don't know
Yeah,
either.
I don't know. Are you sure those people exist?
It could be my nicknames for those people.
Yeah, that's the problem with taking funny notes.
Like, I'm like,
Shit,
ooh.
even if they're proper names, I wouldn't remember.
Yeah.
I was like, Colin McCready sounds like a real person's name. It was.
McCready does sound. It actually does
Colin
sound.
McRae.
Yeah,
Sounds like
probably.
Motorsport.
Let me just copy this poor guy's Instagram profile.
What?
Hopefully, because I googled Colin McCready.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like go catfish someone.
No, but I found something even better.
So I mean, I would definitely do that. You should definitely do that.
Oh, here we go. Notes from Hobnut's house. Officer,
Wow, what the
Officer Colin McCready, Officer Scoden Heady, Harbour Master Madison Spo.
That's not his hair on the top. That's a muff he got.
I sure am glad that's not his hair.
Yeah, so the Officer McCready, that was one of the officers that checked in the ship. That was like several sessions ago.
Yeah.
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 Colin McCready is also a chief financial officer for the NHS supply chain in England. I need to stop doing this when we play this game.
Yes, because they're not all real life people references. In fact, most of them are pop culture references.
Certainly Krampus Snow isn't.
No, who could that be?
It's a real person.
Oh, man.
So, you did have a tower suite. Someone was talking about in one of the lighthouse, was it? A tower room in a tower, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's where the mastermind was, or something.
Yeah.
I wrote better notes
Yeah.
with those names.
Yeah, I remember we got like a name and a location, and we were arguing about whether we go deal with them since we'd been just fucked up. But
I'm all for going and just like taking revenge.
yeah, I think
mean-
it looks like we. I think. Well, I had most of my healing surges, so I'm guessing. I think this was our first battle, wasn't it? So we've probably got we've still got stuff in the tank. I hope.
Yeah, totally.
Sorry, no, I've got one daily left. Never mind. I'm
I
good.
have one healing surge. And I have no healing surges.
I have 11. You can share them if someone has that ritual.
Is there a ritual for sharing them?
Yes, it costs one healing surge in 10 minutes, and then you get to redistribute healing surges as you see fit.
I'd not know about that ritual, but that sounds handy. Because I do have like 7 left.
How do you all have so many healing surges?
Because they don't use it to re-roll every single attack.
That's what I was about to say.
What are you talking about? Jeff would never do that.
So we're currently on the 12th of autumn. And you're heading towards the this tower. I don't know where lighthouse came from. It is just a tower that I've got written here. I may have misspoken or something, but you're heading.
Maybe I had the lights on.
Yeah, it's a lights tower. God, that's terrible.
Yeah, that was gross. Sorry, did it cut out?
I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, okay. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
It's good, man. Glad.
Have you already ranked those 5 stars up then?
Sorry,
Of course.
had to deal with some chillins. So you're heading to this tower, and you're attacked again by another ambush group.
I don't want to be.
No, I'm kidding. So you get to this tower, and you see that there is a number of lights on. Sort of near the top, there's a couple at ground level. There's a sort of like a bed and breakfast attached to the bottom of this tower, and it's advertising the best views in Enzio Mons. A couple of golden night, that sort of thing.
Hear me out.
Oh, and Nilam, sorry, not Enzio Mons. That's the.
I have a plan to do this with minimal casualties. We set fire to the tower. And as people leave the doors, we cut them down.
I thought you said minimize casualties.
We are, to us.
Huh?
Jesus.
All right.
Turns out this tower is just like an apartment building.
Yeah.
My plan still doesn't change.
Oh,
They're not
Are we gonna-
jury, right?
are we gonna check to make sure we're not like killing innocent people before we start cutting them down?
Yeah, you've been told that
What
there's
the hell?
a person staying in this place. There looks to be at least a half dozen people just awake at the moment in this place.
A half dozen. All right, so they're probably all enemies. mean-
Okay.
It's only 6 people.
That are awake.
Yeah.
What if they have
Oh,
information?
wait.
You probably won't get any information from them, Orzov, if you guys burn down the place and hack them down as they run.
That's why I'm suggesting. What about what if we need information from them?
Well, we have Syndolas for that.
I'm-
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe.
Are you
not.
still?
Yeah.
Are you alright, Ryla? Are you still missing Dimitri? Because that's what Dimitri used to do.
What did
Just
he used to do?
gaslighting Ryla.
Yes.
Hold people
Oh,
on
he's-
for the dead to talk to them.
He used to speak to that, huh? All right. Well, then obviously we just kill them and don't speak to them. Then
I mean, we
Sound good?
could just go room to room and just like bust down the door, and if they're not them, let them go.
I could literally just go recon.
That's also a plan.
In fact,
Getting info on what we're dealing with is probably the play. So yeah, that is probably better to do that before jumping to burning the place down.
That priest was right. Ryla is an impotent killer.
Is the building made of stone?
Excuse me.
Might as well check, how burnable the building is, just in case the burning thing wouldn't work from the get-go.
Yeah, it's actually like brick and tile. No wood at all.
I get arrested, like, with the guards coming around saying, like, why are they trying to light a fire?
listen. All right. You know what? All right. Fuck this. I'm gonna spend. Let's see. Short rest is what, 10 minutes, right? Or 5 minutes even?
Like 5 minutes. With
I'm gonna spend 5 minutes disguising myself as a where are we again? Like what's that area?
are we still in Chrysalia?
Right. As just a nondescript Chrysalian civilian. And I'm gonna try and climb this tower to see if there are any windows.
Ah, yes. Totally normal act by any Chrysalian, so it's a civilian.
Well, the point
You
is
can
that
probably
I
also
am,
do windows without climbing.
well,
It's their
I
national
mean,
pastime, right?
You could just walk inside.
Yeah.
I guess.
Is there a clerk at the front desk even?
There is, in fact, a clerk at the front desk.
Fine, I will go inside.
Hello, sir. We have a couple of rooms available. Unfortunately, our top 2 rooms are booked out for tonight. However, our others do have a fantastic view. My name is Skitty. How can I help?
Oh, well, hello. My name's Todd Harrison. It's nice to meet you there, Sketty. I'm sorry, is this a hotel?
It's a bed and breakfast. You pay for the night, you have breakfast in the morning. We do, unfortunately, have to have everyone checked out by 10:30. We are not open for lunch or dinner. You can then come back the same night, but unfortunately we are not a full-day stay hotel. It's a bit bizarre, but, it's just to deal with our touristy types.
Well, yeah, well, that was actually going to be my question. What happens after 10:30 there?
People check out.
Yep, fair enough.
That's just what happens. People check out. If they don't check out, there may be a small fee and we'll ask them politely to leave. But we've never had an issue before.
Oh, wow. This place is pretty big. How many people can you fit in here?
He looks around. In this room, or how many rooms do we have?
How many rooms do you have?
We have 13 rooms, sir.
Oh,
Four of which
that's
are
cool.
on the ground floor and are much cheaper because they don't have the views we promise everyone. From the top floor, you can see right over the rail enclave and see all the comings and goings of the full national rail.
Oh, wow, that's mighty interesting. Sorry for my sort of halting, odd questioning. I'm very socially awkward. It's difficult for me to talk to people.
That's okay. We get lots of socially awkward here at the bed and breakfast.
And what's your name again? The bed and breakfast? I know your name's Sketty.
Okay.
The place name.
What's the place's name?
mean-
I don't know. I don't know.
He said,
I don't know.
what's your
Okay.
name here? I know your name's Skitty. Okay. Fantastic.
the name of the bed and breakfast.
Did you
Breakfast
not
in
see the
bed.
sign outside?
I didn't know. That's why I'm asking.
Ah, right. Well, this is the Crown Thicket Tower Bed and Breakfast.
Oh, well, that's a pleasant name now, isn't it?
It sure is.
Well, thank you for all your information. I'm sure I'd love to stay here, but I gotta go talk to the old ball and chain first.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Goodbye. And then he looks past you, just to the next person, please come forwards.
All right, I'll go back outside. Hey guys, this is a bed and breakfast.
So, does that mean burn down or not burn down?
I mean, we probably shouldn't burn it down. It's really
Yeah.
weird that for some reason they have everyone check out at 10:30 and all of their rooms are on the ground floor.
I thought you said
Four of the
No.
13 rooms.
4 of the 13. I thought she said
Yeah.
all of them.
No,
My bad.
sorry, 4 of the 13.
4 of the 13 are on the ground floor. And they're cheaper, apparently.
Well, shall we book some rooms?
I mean,
Hey,
do
new
we need
plan.
to?
New plan.
Yes.
We get rooms directly underneath the ones of Krampus.
Do we know
Okay.
what room he's in?
It's a tower, and
No, that's what you went in.
tower. The rooms are on the ground floor, so I'm guessing there's shit in the floors in between.
Hmm.
Well, there's
It's
4
just like a
rooms.
tower with empty space in the middle.
I mean,
No, it's just that 4 of them are ground floor, so they're at a reduced rate. The rest of them, even the first floor, is at full.
phenomenal views.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say we blow the floor up underneath them, and
So not to trivialize all the stuff that we're doing now, but if everyone has to check out tomorrow morning at 10:30, wouldn't that be a good time to get the person that we might be interested in?
yeah, I was just going to suggest we just wait till 10:30 when everyone checks out.
Ah, yes.
What's our
There's
plan?
certainly no chance that the assassin group that was sent to kill you would be expected to have called back before this guy was due to check out the next day.
That
Well,
sounds
what-
always suspicious. Let's murder them all.
It does sound pretty suspicious. What time is it right now?
It's mid to late afternoon on the
God
11th.
damn it, I knew it.
Oh, well,
I was waiting. I was like,
I guess we don't have to wait after all. Let's just go. I mean, this is why I wanted to climb the tower, but,
No one's stopping you.
alright.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have taken me saying you could just walk inside as the only thing you can do is walk inside. I was just meaning you don't have to climb the outside of the tower. It is a public venue.
That's what we do in public venues. So they're going to climb the tower there?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to try and stealth and climb the tower. So, let's roll my stealth in the tower there. I don't need to roll anything because I have Ghost of the Rooftops. Stupidly useful ability.
In what way are you trying to be stealth?
What
does climbing a tower stealthily involve?
What color is the tower?
You're not putting on
That's a serious question.
It's a black tower.
It's a black tower?
He's a drow.
Wow. All right. Excuse me.
I mean, to be fair, your picture...
Shut up. Anyway. If it's a black tower, then I am a drow. I will use my disguise kit to... I'm sure I carry clothes on me that,
I hope so.
I'm not meaning like describe how you put blackface on. I'm meaning like what are you disguising yourself, or are you taking special measures to climb up? Because I need to know how this one plays out.
Sure. Yes, I'm going to make sure that there's no one around. I'm going to disguise myself as someone else, obviously. Wear dark clothing that not maybe, I'm sure I can't approximately match the color of the tower, but I will try and match it as much as I can. And what are words? Words are hard for me to do right now. Sorry. And try and scale the tower from most likely the side, if I can, if there is a side. And if it's you said it's facing it has a view of the railway, right?
Yes. And by the time you get up to the 3rd floor, you can see right into the rail enclave.
Oh, cool. All right.
All right, so you climb up the side of this tower, and you take your specific measures to be stealthy. However, as you're climbing up the side, just as the sun hits the horizon, a series of magical lights up the side of the tower suddenly spring on, as if on a light sensitivity charm. And your dark clothes and black gear now stands out as the entire side of the building is awash with an iridescent light.
You said 3rd floor?
Yeah, so you're sort of at the 3rd or 4th floor by this point.
Okay.
You hear from down below, excuse me, sir, why are you up there? And you see down the bottom, next to a large lever, which you assume is probably part of the light mechanisms, is the guy that was at the front desk, Skitty. He's looking up at you, confused.
Sure.
Why are you scaling that, sir? And he points like to a little bit to the right of you, goes, if you did want to climb up for a view, there's a trellis there. It would make it a bit easier to climb up. And you can see, in fact, that there is a trellis just around the side of the side of the tower you're on. That would have been easier to climb.
I'm going. So I definitely have used a different disguise from the one that I've used with Skitty. I'll climb down and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Jackson Pollock, extreme free climber."
Hi, Jackson Pollock. I'm Skitty. Pleasure to meet you. Is there a reason
Skitty.
you were climbing my tower?
Yes, I am an extreme free climber. I love to test my skills and abilities on all manners of dangerous areas, and this looked like a particularly awesome climb, so I wanted to get my way up there. I didn't want to take the easy way, but now that you mention it, I guess, yeah, maybe I should have.
No, that does explain completely why you wouldn't have taken the trellis like any sane free climber would have. Pleasure to meet you anyway, Jackson Pollock. Did you want to rent a room? I could rent you a room tonight. We've had a little bit of interest, but we do have a lot of space.
Really? That would be super cool. I would love that.
Awesome. It's 5 gold for the night.
Awesome. Here's 5 gold.
Thanks. Sorry, I had to go grab a drink. Thanks for that, Jackson. All right, well, come inside, sign this little bit of a waiver. Now, you do understand you have to be up by 10:30 in the morning. It seems early, but actually, when we wake you up with our amazing bed and breakfast, sausages, eggs, hash brown, little rusties, we call them. They're just so amazing. It's going to be fantastic. You're really going to enjoy it. And you're not even going to think twice about being woken up at 6 a.m.
All right, 6 a.m. That's early. I fucking love it.
Crack of dawn. Get a whole day of fun and activities in.
Ooh, I have a question for you there, Sketty.
Go for it.
How dangerous on a scale of 1 to 10 would it be to sideways free climb the railway?
Well, that depends what's a 1 and what's a 10.
Well, 1 is, walking up like a hill or something, or, maybe climbing up like one of those rock walls with the handhelds in them.
Okay, yep.
10 would probably be like, I don't know, climbing up a mountain in the, what's that one area that we went through? The one where...
Brasilia, the Almas Prius Mountains?
Malice Lands?
The Malice Lands, yeah. Climbing up like Malice Lands.
Well, boy howdy, I have heard a lot about the Malice Lands, and I've heard they're pretty dangerous. We, thankfully, don't have any such dangers here at the Crown Thicket Tower. I would say it's probably a 3, maybe a 4. Definitely a 4 if you don't go the trellis.
Well, thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go gather my gear, and I will be back for some nice sausages. Well, I guess that's tomorrow, but yeah.
Wait, so you're not staying... You just coming in for the breakfast?
No, I'm gonna stay the night, but I didn't bring all my gear with me.
Awesome, Jackson, I'll, wait, what is it? Jackson Pollock? Yeah,
That's right, Jackson Pollock, you got it.
You remind me of a famous artist.
Thank you. That is not the first time I've heard that.
Weird.
Alright,
I'll see you in a bit, Jackson. And he heads inside.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Hey guys, that didn't work, by the way. Just wanted to let you know.
We said something suspicious during that.
You mean like all of it?
No, there was one point that stood out that I was meant to remember, but I was like 2/3 of the way in, so I forgot it.
Is it the part where he said 6 a.m. instead of 10:30?
No, something suspicious was something.
Hey, I've got a question. So, they're on the top floor of a tower, right? Why don't we just walk up there and then they've got basically no escape?
Sure. I mean, that works.
Yeah, alright.
I mean, we just go in, maybe knock on the door, so maybe they think that we're the returning party, and
Room service?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then just, probably murder them, which seems to be how these things go.
That's actually a very good idea. If you wouldn't mind, I can help us add on to that by disguising myself as one of the assassins.
Okay.
Because we had a very clear view of at least one of them.
So you head into the foyer again. Are you getting into this disguise again? Are you going to be like a third person, poor old Skitty? Or
Yes. Well, I mean...
He's never had so many customers.
Yeah. So as you walk in, led by your new self, who's your new self there, buddy?
So Kalen the player does not remember, but I am sure that Ryler would remember the face and general build of the assassin that Sindola had talked to.
Absolutely, it was the same day.
Yeah.
So, yep, you
Got him in
dress
the
up
bag,
as him.
don't we? Anyway.
As you walk in, the guy behind the counter is like, fantastic to see you again, sir. Would you be liking the same room as yesterday? It hasn't been taken yet.
Oh, fuck. I heard his voice, right?
Yes.
I don't remember if I can copy voices. I don't think I
Neither,
can.
and I did it, so,
Okay, yep. Yes, I will.
Well, it'll be 5 gold and an extra. You have a new party with you tonight. Oh. Okay. Perhaps we should charge the cleaning fee, sir.
What do you mean?
How much is the cleaning fee?
It's another 2.5 gold, sir.
All right,
But we ask no questions when we clean the sheets.
That's good. I'll give him 7.5 gold.
Thank you.
So I've spent 12.5 gold so far.
Yeah.
Gotta
And
keep
you start going up the stairs, and he goes, second from the top again, sir. Fine to see you. And as each of you walk past, he goes, have a good one. Have fun, eh? Wink, wink, hey, have fun.
Everyone wink back.
Vibrate function.
You make your way up the stairs. And as you get to the second to last, like the stairs itself is like a big spiral, sort of goes. You can't see the other side of the spiral as you go up. They go around a central core of the tower, and there's rooms on the inside and rooms on the outside. All of the rooms on the inside at every landing appear to be like a storage room. So the central core of the tower, there are no rooms in it other than storage. The outside rooms look like they're your hotel or your bed and breakfast rooms, so that all lead to the outside edge of the tower for the views. You pass in, 6 or 7 of them before you get to the second to the top, and it's room number 10, and the stairs do continue up to 11, which you assume is where the person you've been sent here, or person you have come here to track, is staying. But you open number 10, it is not locked, and you make your way in, and it's a fresh, clean, tidied room with a beautiful view. This one, however, looks out over Nalam, but you can only see sort of like the shopping district, a small portion of the rail enclave. You see a little bit of I think the coast. Is that Nalam's on the coast? Yeah. And that's sort of your view. You know that the next room up, based on the orientation of this tower, would be pointed straight at the rail enclave.
Oh, okay. That's good to know, actually. All right, Sindolas, we're inside. What was the next part of your plan?
Knock on the door and open it and talk / kill everyone.
Yeah.
Very straightforward. I mean,
It's easier if we don't do the fire as well.
I mean, convoluted plots always go to shit and end up devolving into killing everyone. So why don't we just skip that and head straight to it?
Pragmatic. I like it. Unless anyone
We'll
has
see if they want to talk, but if not, well, so we can talk to them afterward. Just costs a bit of gold.
Damn, fucking cold as ice. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to follow that plan if everyone else is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that the floor or the room directly above this one would look have a view of the railway, you said?
Yes. So it's not directly above it. So because you're sort of going up a spiral, it's like maybe, half a physical floor up, but it would place you at the top of the tower, and it would be pointing like another 90 degrees out the side of the tower.
All right, that seems like it would be a likely place for us to check, if you guys agree.
Yes. It does seem like a likely place.
All right.
So you head up to the next floor, and you see a door in front of you, and this one does have a lock. And there is a small sign hanging from the handle. It says, "No room service, please." And then in small writing underneath that, you see a lovely printed Crown Thicket Towers. And the sign is just a door hanging, fuck right off sign.
Yes. Did we, I imagine we would have looted all the guys. Did we pick up keys and shit from them?
You did not. But also, even if you did, the room that you're in, which is where the guys you fought stayed, was not locked.
With a different guy.
Yeah.
Well, Riders, Sure, we can pick locks, but also, shall we just rip off the room service tag so we have a plausible excuse?
Yeah.
A plausible excuse, and then when they check the room, it's going to be full of bodies.
Yes.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too hard. Well, would you like to do the honors of knocking? Or do you want me to pick the lock?
I'm probably just kick it in, and if there's anyone on the other side, they can get taken out by it.
Are you confident you can kick this door in?
100% confident.
Alright, real quick. Does anyone have a silence spell?
A what spell?
Bounce spell?
Silence, yes. I don't know the spell list.
So, one
I
second.
don't have spells like that.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask real quick.
No.
Alright, it's fine. This will be a little bit louder than
What material? Is it a wooden tower or is it a stone tower? I do have stone shape.
The tower's stone.
Could we, stone shape around the door? That might be quieter.
I don't know if any of us have stuff. Shit.
I've got stone shape.
Oh.
Stone shape does take some time. I think it's a 5-minute ritual.
Yeah, it takes 1 minute, so it'll be quiet, but it would be long.
And if there's someone inside, and
Yeah,
the walls
why is
start
the wall stirring?
slowly
The walls
moving.
Yeah, I think we just make some noise.
Am I that high?
Can we just knock the door and just go and say, put on a villain voice and be like, it's done.
Yeah. Though if you do want to use stone shape, because I think that is a good plan, you could stone shape the whatchamacallit?
Stone shape the outside and just leave a paper thin bit of stone, maybe?
That or the stairway. You can stone shape that, close it off.
Okay, I just hope that we haven't bitten off more than we can chew and need to get the fuck out.
Oh, there's windows, right?
I'm keen to do it if people think that's a good idea. What do you reckon?
Hey, I handed out rocket belts, so in case anyone needs to escape,
All right, I guess I'm stone shaping the Skidleers off then.
So who's taking the lead?
Not me.
I'll smash the door in.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
so you step
probably
up to the door,
Yeah, I guess I'll be
and
behind.
as you lift your foot to kick forwards and smash it open, the door swings open. And standing in the doorway, you see a satyr standing there. He says, "There's no need to kick! Come on in!" And he stomps and clomps, annoyed, through the lobby and through the little hallway into the lounge area and plonks down. "Come on, sit."
This is
We were talking pretty loud.
all right.
I sit
Make
down.
your way in and sit. He goes, "We don't need to go through all of this. I've already seen how it plays out. It's just easier. All right?"
So what? You're going to kill yourself now, then?
You're not going to kill me. There's
No,
need.
you're going to kill you because you've seen how it plays out. So
Shakes his head in annoyance. "Stop trying to subvert the path. Look. You want to know where Leone is. I know where Leone is. You want to know how to find him. I will tell you, in fact. I'll also tell you and you'll figure it out because you'll either beat it out of me or just take my word for it."
Can we do
He
both?
sort of emphasizes the "take my word for it, don't need to beat it out of me." He purchased 2 cars at the Rail Enclave. Yes, I've already informed him that the assassination attempt was a failure, and he's aware that you're here looking for me. Anything else? Can we skip the unpleasantries?
I have no idea what to do here, guys.
I mean, we kill him.
I just looked to Ryla. What? I'm half expecting Ryla to shoot him.
I don't even know why this is a question. Of course we kill him. He's working for them. Why wouldn't we? I'm not sure what path he thinks he's following here, but it's one that's going to lead to him dead.
Why do you work for them, Mr. Sailor?
I don't work for them. There is no them. I work for who pays. And, unfortunately, I didn't see far enough ahead on this one. Until it was too late. And he looks at Riley and goes, the itchy one's ready to follow the path. There's nothing more I do tell you.
We'll find that out from your corpse.
He shrugs. You're finding it out now.
So
this guy's just like a mercenary. There doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot of point in killing him. Does he seem to check out with my... It's a pretty low roll, but it's and the insight check, he seems like he's not really hiding anything.
No, he doesn't seem to be hiding anything, and it is kind of not so much like common knowledge, but it's sort of like a stereotype that satyrs are often what do you call them? Diviners. They sort of known to be more adept at that sort of magic, and in this case, that seems to be what this guy is. At least giving off the impression.
Why don't? How much did they pay you, Mr. Snow?
Not enough.
How much would
before
we
you
need?
ask? No, I don't have it. It's already been gone. It's already been sent to my family.
I was actually going to ask how much for you to work for us.
He looks genuinely surprised. A small fee in the promise of my life would be more than enough.
Because having someone that can see the future would be kind of handy.
Yeah, well, when
not the
it
best
mattered
of it.
most, he didn't see shit.
I mean,
He looks at
I'm
Rala. I don't see
divining the fate of
everything.
this party would be a pretty tall order because, no offense, but from the short time that I've known you all, you seem to be like the incarnation of chaos.
I've been telling them this for weeks.
Yes, that is the title that sponsored us, right?
So, all right, listen, no judgment here. Just, this is going to be a laying out of facts, and I want you to see it from my point of view.
I have
This
seen it
guy-
from your point of view.
Shut up, not talking to you. This guy just tried to kill us pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he almost succeeded in killing you, Sindolis, and pretty much fucked up Zambro. And it's like, I mean, yeah, he'll work for us if we give him.
It's business, and most of the blame for that is on our really shitty tactics. We kind of walked straight into a trap and just, let them have at us. So,
Actually, the blame goes to the guy who tried to kill us. That's where the blame goes. And the second someone else offers him more money than we do, he's going to turn his back on us like he did with Leone.
To be fair, I haven't turned my back on anyone yet. I've performed a contract to the best of my ability, and now I'm accepting my fate.
Yeah, and let me guess, I don't think we have enough gold to keep you on retainer for the rest of our natural lives.
I mean, what about just until we, kill Lagier?
Are you from this realm, or are you from the? Is it called the Feywild, or is it called something else here? It's the Dreaming, isn't it?
The dreaming, yeah.
Yeah.
I am descended from those from the dreaming, but I myself was born here. I was born
Does,
in Burr, actually.
Okay. I was wondering if a trip over there to get you out of the way would have been an option, but if you're not from there, it's probably not too attractive.
Not particularly.
Throw my hands up. Say, all right, it's fine. Obviously, I'm in the minority here.
The moment he does anything sideways, you can kill him.
I mean, are we keeping him with us?
Well, obviously.
I mean, a soothsayer on hand wouldn't be that bad of an idea, and it sounds like he'll be agreeable to it if it sounds like
He
Violet's
could have
pretty
predicted the
kill him.
future before you guys burnt down half of Riser.
Yeah,
There's only one factory.
it was just the lives mostly.
Sure, fine, whatever. Take the assassin with us. Why not?
We
To be
take
fair,
you
he's
with
not
us.
the assassin because he hasn't actually. He wasn't there in the attack.
Yeah, he just ordered them.
Oh, right. No, my bad. Yeah, that's the distinction we need to make here. Okay.
Well, that would be like someone holding Delft accountable for our actions, right?
They should. We are bad people.
So he looks like he's genuinely invested in how this decision's going to go. So, what have you decided?
What
Well,
would be
I
the
mean-
rate?
Yeah.
Might as well, yeah, get the prices.
It depends what you want, really. It's not like a constant 5 minutes ahead, I can stop something or change something. I have to study the portents, spend some time with specific questions, and I'll get specific but not guaranteed answers. Just the knowing of the answer can change the entire course of events. But
Right.
generally,
So
per question, I can look 1 to 2 days ahead.
Would be handy.
it would be handy. Are you? I take it you're not much of a frontline fighter. Are you capable of defending yourself, or if you travel with us, would we need to babysit you?
Well, I'm not a baby, and you know where I stay. Just have to check out every day at 10:30 and come back at 4.
I was meaning, I thought we were talking about taking him with us.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're going to be on the road, aren't we? So,
Yeah.
Unless your future talent can tell us Leone's coming back here in the next couple days.
I don't need to tell you at all where he's coming back to. I can show you where he is. I did tell you I was going to.
You did say that. We should really, wait for him to do that before,
Before we do anything.
Yeah, I would have laughed if you guys had killed him straight away.
Sounds like something we would do.
Does, yeah. Fine, alright, cool, let's do this.
He walks over to the window and he points at the rail enclave.
Wow.
Yep, you told us. He just like you told us. He took 2 rail cars. Yep.
Yes. He says, every week his 2 cars are brought here, transferred between 2 trains, and leave again.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
are they passenger carts or cargo?
passenger carts, and they have guards, usually. He's next due to return following his pattern in... He walks over to his table. Approximately 2 days.
And the word that you sent of the failed assassination is unlikely to change his schedule.
He looks at you. See, you're catching on. It may do. It may not. Nothing else has changed his schedule.
This is I guess this is like an aside, out of character. Like, what was the goal once we actually got to Leone? Like, I know there's the other guy in his head, but do we have a way of getting him out of his head? Or are we supposed to just, like, capture him and bring him back home?
I don't think we actually figured that out.
Well, that was the problem that we were going to be like, let's deal with that when we get up to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was imagining, like, we're literally talking about trying to take Magneto prisoner, and I mean, I've seen that X-Men movie. That's not easy.
That's a fair concern.
We've got leather.
I literally think the only way you could probably do it would be to, like, keep him doped up and unconscious for the whole trip.
Tie him up with rope.
Well, Rilo would be keen for that, you know? Keep him beating him up. That's the plan.
Alright.
Hey, I was all for killing him until he told us he was a fortune teller.
Yeah, well, fortune telling doesn't. I mean, alright.
Hey, Orzhov does fortune telling, and he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is he? Are you?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I'm very sure about that.
I just made it up. I don't know if Sky Seers can just fortune tell.
Technically, I guess kind of. Because they got that skill where you can read the stars and make someone's roll.
Here we go.
I mean, the other thing is, like, we know that those sounds like we've already, like, in character, we've got enough evidence that they're gathering a bunch of obscurati people here, aren't we? Like, the whole reason for this was, I think, that they'd gotten word that there was going to be, like, a gathering.
Mm.
So right now, there's a whole bunch of obscurati tourists in town.
Says, as you speak up, I don't think he's bringing people here. The train, and he shuffles through his papers again, the train always goes somewhere different.
Right, okay. So
No
this
one's
is
ever dropped here, but I do see people come on board.
Is he collecting items?
He shrugs. That much I'm uncertain of.
I really wonder if we would be able to get on board one of those trains. But they're probably, I mean, they're going to be on pretty high alert for us. So it's probably going to be pretty, would probably have to be pretty creative to actually pull it off, I'd imagine.
Why don't you ask Mr. fucking fortune teller over here?
Alright. Well, I get the feeling like it sounds like he can give us, vague answers to like big questions. It doesn't sound like he can formulate plans of how we can infiltrate a train.
Oh, well, he's just a bundle of usefulness now, isn't he?
I feel like you've taken a disliking to this guy.
Don't worry, he takes a disliking to most people.
I take a disliking to most people who try and kill me or people I work with.
Wow.
He's just has been hurt since Dimitri.
I took that as you take a disliking to people who try and kill you and people you work with.
Well, those are both accurate. I mean, considering who I'm working with, yeah, that's still accurate.
Wow.
There's considerable overlap between those two things too.
I mean, I would have thought, when your career as an assassin, after a while, I would have thought you'd learn not to take it personally.
That's why he's such a good assassin. He takes
That's
everything
Riley's.
personally.
Yeah, that's Riley's secret.
Yeah, we know you're still here.
I'm an assassin, but that doesn't mean I don't have feelings. I have feelings.
That's what we meant. That's why you take it personally.
Yeah.
I mean, we have seen you in Katia. Was it Katia?
Gotcha.
It's Katia now.
Kaja,
Cutting out.
fuck
So,
me.
80.
Kaja.
Anyway, point is, he said 1 or 2 days in advance, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's got to be here
Says
in
he-
2 days.
The train did only just leave a day ago to Mursk. We could possibly get ahead of it. They do take a considerably longer route than direct travel.
See, he's already paying off. And we haven't even paid him yet.
I mean, we're not going to pay him, right?
I'm aware.
I mean, what if he
Do you want bad
got really
fortunes?
good? You think maybe, like...
Because
Have you ever considered working in law enforcement?
No.
Hear me out. If he could predict before the crimes get done...
Oh my god.
I've seen that movie too. That also doesn't end well.
Maybe I could write it on a bowling ball and roll it down a weird Rube Goldberg machine, and Tom Cruise could catch it and look handsome.
I mean, honestly, I thought we already paid him by the fact that we're not killing him. Like, that's the payment.
Yeah,
That's what I expect. That's all I ask.
See? He knows the score.
But hey, if it works out good, yeah, you know.
I mean, I definitely think, tips for good service is in order. So,
No.
if you tell us a fortune about Ryla's future love life, I'll give you a tip. 10 gold.
The ritual does take some time and requires a number of parts. 500 gold should cover it.
Okay, 5 gold.
500 gold.
Oh, 500. Oh,
100.
he's not pulling enough for me.
Wow. Fair.
sure. My 500's basically nothing to us at this point.
Yeah, but
If you want to go,
That's a big flex, man.
yeah. I mean, if you want to pay 500, go for it, man.
That's like if we want a specific prophecy, right?
Yeah, if you want to ask a question about the next day or two. But again, he can only tell you the future currently, and from that moment forwards, it's no longer fixed.
And does it sort of need to be like a yes/no question?
Nah, you just need to ask about something. So you can't be like, what happens in the next day? Because his brain would explode, because there is so much happening in the universe. He would just die.
So, I guess, so he's basically offered a chance for us to possibly get ahead of where they're going. I mean, I guess we could just go on that, or should we? I don't know.
I reckon get ahead of him. Yeah, that sounds.
it's not going to backfire on us at all. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds like a completely sane plan.
Yeah, and now that Leone's been informed of this, could we maybe get a prophecy of what the
Oh,
expected reception party for us would be, based on current circumstances, i.e., about how much muscle is Leone, going to be currently planning to send towards us?
We could also potentially ask about the Daemons of the Neck, since he knows that we're around and chasing, and that we know he's alive now because of that liquid juice.
Nicodemus.
Yeah, Nicodemus. Macadamius.
McDonald's.
So, what do you want to do? Because it's going to take like the better part of the afternoon and into the night to ask the question. If you ask multiple, you will lose sort of your opportunity to get ahead of Leone.
We could. I mean, what about thinking about asking what Nicodemus is up to the next few days? So if we know where Leon's going, we don't need to. Maybe we can skip on asking about his plans to try to see what Nick's doing, because obviously Nick's some sort of mastermind behind this as well, with wanting to talk to Leone with the liquid mind talking thing.
Yeah. I mean, if we think we've got a pretty safe bet about getting ahead, although I feel like we're losing an opportunity to find out the details of what sort of ambush or what sort of forces we need to be ready for. But yeah, I mean, there's not many opportunities to learn much about Nicodemus, so that might actually, long term, that might be the better play.
I'm not gonna lie, even if we didn't have the forces waiting for us, would we repeat? Would we use
let's
that
be
knowledge
honest, it's not gonna
critically?
change our response, is it? We kind of, yeah, that's a good point. They're going to send at us what they're going to send at us, and we got to try and not die. So yeah, maybe I'm kind of with you. I think. What do we want to do? Ask him about what he's up to, or ask him where he is, or
That I'm not too sure which would be which would be best. I think up to might give more information than where he is, but that's just me.
yeah, I don't know. It just feels like there's a good chance for us to go and get like a really shitty answer, like, oh, he's going to
Flash.
breakfast.
As a GM, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to give you a shitty answer like that, because that's boring and doesn't progress anything.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could, and I guess it is. I mean, it is a prophecy about the future, so yeah, I guess we could just ask generally, about Nicodemus and what his plans are going to be over the next few days or whatever. Does that seem like a good thing?
Yeah.
I'll put the 500 gold.
Okay. So you pay the gold, and he spends several hours performing a ritual, and he seems confused at first, and he wants to know, do you mean the man Nicodemus? For he is dead. But the name Nicodemus, it's...
Mind Nicodemus, which no longer seems to be attached to a person, or no longer attached to a specific person.
This mind...
He's a ghost.
This mind becomes aware I'm looking for him. In 12 hours, he puts up a magical block. Until then, he talks with the Steel Shaper, discusses the plan to stop you, and that's it. He looks... They are aware of you. They are aware of me now. Perhaps you should kill me. Perhaps you should kill me. And he goes to Ryla. Shoot me. Right in the head. Make sure I die.
Wait a sec. Still, what do you think about that one-way trip to the Feywild? Better than death, right?
It wouldn't stop them from finding me.
You could come along with us.
No!
They'll still find
he
you.
tries to grab a gun out of Ryla's mini-gunned holster.
Okay.
Do you let him, Ryla?
Yep.
Cool. He pulls out a gun, puts it up to his chin, and pulls the trigger.
I didn't kill him.
We're getting used to that cleaning fee.
You know, we try
that
to be a good person, and
Yeah.
The GM realizes how bad it is to have a pocket diviner, and
now you know what it was like trying to play stars with you guys.
I guess I'll just.
Hey man, I was always an engineer.
$500.
yeah, you take that out. Well, no, it was on materials. Remember, it was ritual components.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so they've been spent. But yeah, and in our defense, Jeff, that shit was built into the game. Wasn't some story conceit.
Well, when they came up with a diviner, they probably thought, okay, players are going to abuse the shit out of this. We need to take the toy away from them.
Real quick. You said the ritual took several hours. How long exactly?
It's now mid to late evening. Nah, it's like 12 o'clock at night now.
So, okay. Then I would like to have taken a long rest. Well, a trance. That's 4 hours.
Don't you want to go exit the building and come back as Palak?
Nope. I want to take a long rest. That's what I want to do.
All right, we have a long rest.
So, did he actually tell us the shortcut route before he blew his brains out?
It's not so much that there was a route; it's that he
We get
basically
there
just said
directly faster.
directly traveling is faster than by train.
Okay, that's good.
So the train will take many
after,
stops.
So, even after, we were going to need a rest at some point anyway, weren't we? So we can just, it's not really costing us.
Hire a wagon to go over land and then sleep in the wagon.
Yeah.
Let's do it, I guess.
So as you do, we're going to take a quick drink break right now. So I'm going to pause the recording.
Prison transport.
I'll go ahead and unpause. The group arrives at the train station, sees the train, and sees some guards, and approaches and sees what else they can seize.
I see there's a train.
You do see that there is 16 guards, yes.
Oh, we have a recon guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a scout.
Go for it.
I was offering Rella.
Now it is late morning, as you're here as well, sorry. And there is like a couple hundred people milling about on the platform. One of the main trains that come down this line, like the very one that you travelled through, has stopped here at the Enclave for the overnight stay that you did while you were coming down this area. So, public are here. That's not the perception roll. You can see that with your own eyes. What Sindolus notes is the ever so slight stench of death that you recognize from the samples given to you by the RHC and through your discussions with your newfound party as the smell of witch oil.
Oh shit.
It's not strong enough that you don't think that this train's run on witch oil or anything like that, but something is burning witch oil.
I take it you can't get a bead on direction or anything?
From those two carts.
Hey, witch oil is highly explosive, right? Just blow it all up.
What if the ritual is inside something?
Let
and
me
that
just put a
something is
kibosh on
designed
that.
to
Witch
kill us?
oil, when it's contained unrefined inside a massive magical golem in vast quantities, is explosive. It is not magical dynamite.
Are you sure? Because it kind of sounds like magical dynamite.
In the same way that flour is also magical dynamite, and that in the proper circumstances, you can blow up an entire block.
I mean,
It's kind of like kerosene.
it's quite
It's
cool.
safe to burn, but don't try and do it in a...
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, this is the proper circumstances in which it's magical dynamite.
No. I'm probably more insinuating that it's probably not magical dynamite in this particular circumstance.
Unless the train runs on witch oil, then yes.
Does anyone have some normal dynamite?
You know what? I don't.
But also,
I used to carry around casks of fire dust, but
I don't like the sounds of this train. Based on, usually witch oils were inside creatures designed to kill us.
and the fact that the windows are welded shut.
Okay.
I mean, I just thought that was just, them wanting some privacy in the rooms, but no comment.
With 16 guards, I get the feeling that, taking a piece of track up's not going to be easy unless we do it far enough ahead that they don't see us. Do we want to get on the train instead?
With 16 guards, that's probably not going to be easy.
Could we get... Oh, what I'm thinking, we've all got rocket belts, right?
Yep.
Is there... Generally, there's like a top hatch to get on the roof of trains and shit, right? Go in from above.
That's smart.
And that way, 16 guards, but if we can secure like one cart, we can like get them at choke points. Especially with welded windows, like that means they're not getting in from the windows either.
We'd probably want to do the frontmost cart because otherwise they can just like no, detach, see you later. The map's doing things.
The only thing is those rocket belts are like super hard to control, right?
I think it's you just get 2d10 movement.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's 2d10 in a direction. So there's no real finesse.
Yeah, but if you plan it right, we should be able to reliably land on top of a train.
And you also take 2d10 damage, but who is...
So I'm doing some real cockamamie shit to try and get this. Fucking Fantasy Ground's the worst, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh!
Cool, only 45-degree angle snapping. Love it.
Nate.
Awesome! Just fucking angle snap random things.
It's just like we're sitting around a table and you're just throwing the... hey, but it snaps in weird directions like that.
What the actual...
You can free transform in that direction, but not rotation? Really?
Okay, I'm gonna fucking share on Discord what I'm actually, like, have a look at this shit.
Oh my god.
Have a look at the shit I'm actually interacting with to try and get this map to do what I want it to do.
Watching.
Oh, you're
So,
trying
hang
to...
on, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that does. So this is what I was trying to interact with when I was fucking trying to rotate it.
Uh-huh.
And then I grabbed it But when I grabbed it before, it moved the whole map underneath it. So that was cool. And now I can't figure out what the fuck rotates this back. I can't even see what the fuck would actually be rotating it. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense.
But for some reason, there's a...
Alright, you have to imagine a map, okay?
Theater of the Mind time.
Theater of the Mind time, boys.
How do I stop watching?
Oh, just drop it. Fuck me days.
That was...
Do you know what takes 10 seconds? Doing this in Foundry.
Yep.
Let's just switch to Savage Worlds and do everything in Foundry.
I don't think anyone's gonna miss Fantasy Grounds.
No.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, even the combat stuff, like, it's not becoming worth it anymore.
I would miss Fantasy Grounds if we didn't know Foundry existed.
Yeah,
yeah, that's fair, actually.
Because before we knew about Foundry, we're like, man, Fantasy Grounds is really good and convenient.
What about that Roll20?
Oh boy.
From playing with Roll20, like, if it wasn't glitchy as fuck, I would have been okay with it, but it was just so fucking janky that I just couldn't deal with it. But yeah, I definitely think I'm going to check out that 4E D&D thing and see if it's in any way usable. And hopefully, if it's halfway useful, then maybe we can give it a few tweaks.
It's just, I fucking hate this shit. I'm struggling to use it anymore without huge amounts of prep, and that I hate.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Okay, so there's lots of people on the rails, on the station platform, I should say. So how do you want to do this? How do you want to approach this? You could wait to the end of the night. There'll be less people on the thing when they haven't just arrived and aren't milling about. You could go for, a big run and gun in the middle of public like you usually do. It's up to you.
We were discussing the potentiality, the possibility of rocket belting onto the top of the train and trying to, come in from the top.
Okay.
So, could we get into the front cart, rocket belt onto the top of it, and then climb down and take over that front cart?
Let's see what the roof of the cart, because it was talking about the roof before. So the two carts that have all the steel on the windows also have steel along the roof. All the other carts do have glass entry into the top. So he has welded the roof of the carts shut.
What's the frontmost cart?
So there's a locomotive, a fuel cart, which is just pure coal, and then the two carriages, and then that's the whole first section of the train. And
the ones at the front, the ones with the welded windows, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
So these are the two welded window carts.
So the welded carts, can we see? Is there a door on them, or are they
There is doors at the front and back, and it's where the guards are standing.
Okay.
Maybe a distraction's in order? Lure the guards away from the front cart?
Yeah.
Moving for
I mean, I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me what you do.
Right, good plan, guys.
We could. What about rehashing our old previous plan?
Is that set fire to it?
No, older than that. Older than that.
Blow ourselves up.
I think even older than that.
Oh God.
We have used it again in the past before.
Have we used it successfully?
I think both times it was pretty successful.
Oh, now I'm really drawing a blank.
That's a train, right?
Plan? Yep.
Why not? Yeah, see? Yeah. You're now on my... Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't we just drive another train into this train?
I mean, other than the fact... Is there another train? Well, actually, it's a train yard. There's bound to be another train.
I mean, I just see 4 on this thing, but it might not.
Got to get them onto the right tracks. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the plan, okay? Just putting it out there.
There's bound to be switchgear further up because obviously there's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 railway tracks running up the coast.
I've just had a...
Yeah, there are heaps of trains, and in fact, there are trains that have pulled the different sections of this train like onto different spurs. There's like a large freight section and a large passenger section that are on different lines that have the same livery as Leone's train.
Oh. Huh. And they've got locomotives attached, or no, just the carriages?
The freight has got a locomotive attached, but you can see it's sort of like still being moved into position. The passenger one does not have a locomotive currently attached, but you can see a locomotive that is positioned as if it had just moved that stuff.
Why don't we double down on the train plan and hit it from both ends?
Bundles of other trains. Sorry, what was the question?
I'm not too sure.
Do these other trains have guards?
No, only the 2 carts.
I reckon I was onto a thing there. Go hijack a couple trains and use them to ram this one.
Guess we could, don't see any reason not to give it a try.
Orzov is our resident train driver. He's done this once before.
I'm happy to drive it.
He knows what he's doing.
Resident train crasher.
Yep.
I've just had a thought too. I mean, obviously, we probably want to see what's inside those iron carts, but we probably want to be really careful about getting caught inside them with Mr. Middleman around.
Very good point.
So yeah, I think we try the whole ramming them with the trains thing, and it'd be really nice if we could find some way of getting a choke point or something, because dealing with 16 guards out in the open sounds kind of tough.
So there is one thing which I've remembered, and it's going to be hilarious if I'm correct.
I'm now curious to know.
I don't want to say anything because I don't want to remind Dan.
But now I'm curious to know.
Well, you remember that whole ruling when Dimitri and the metal guy doing the moving of the metal guy?
Yes.
And it was like, well, this can be a precedent
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And how some people are made of certain materials?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that's been a precedent.
Yeah.
That's right there on my notes, too.
Oh, even better.
So, the train that you want to hit is on its own line, and that line is pointed away from this area. Like,
So there's no
trains,
switch gear after it?
Well, trains are one of those things where you can't easily take them off a line and point them at things that are off the line or like on a different line.
Yeah, so we'd have to drive one of these further up until it's eventually on the right line and then drive it back.
Yeah.
While operating a switch thing that's near where the guards are.
Yeah.
If only we had like the metal shaping ability, we could like turn the tracks into like a jump. Yeah, okay. I think it's really coming down to we can't think of any smart plans, so we do the usual.
Go ridiculous?
I don't know, do you think... I just really kind of wish we could have some sort of choke point or something to limit the. I don't know, do we set ourselves up a way off and maybe get Ryla to start sniping them? So they're at least coming from one direction.
Escape plans? What is this?
It's not really about escape plans, it's more about just not getting, crushed by 16 guys coming from all sides. And that's only the ones we can see.
I just kind of have the feeling that those guards are as much to keep whatever's in those carts in as much to keep people out.
Yeah, are they just like looking like sort of, like generic sort of town guards or whatever, or are they like, do they look like, obscurati weirdos?
Hey, are you guys with the op?
Like, do they just look like regular guards, or do they look like they've got like all sorts of like weird, unique abilities and shit?
I was just putting a log on the fire. Fuck it, are you really shouting that out, Jeff?
I mean, it would accelerate things, but no.
It would. You can see that they are definitely not normal town guard. In fact, they don't look like they're trying to look like guards. It's just that they're very obviously guards. They're dudes with rifles chilling around by the entrances and exits to these carts, and they all look like thugs. They're definitely obscurati, or at least Leone Catal guards.
I mean, we could try and schmooze our way in.
I mean,
hey, we work here too. Totally.
Yeah, the Tin Can and the Owl crew and the that have
Yep.
are like priority number one of the obscurati.
Hey, we know someone that works with him now.
Yeah.
Does anyone have fire magic by any chance?
I've got like a few fiery things, but
Could you set the fuel cart full of coal on fire?
hold on. My main fire ability is the vision of the full thing, so I don't know if I can make the coal cart see a vision of my goddess dying.
So what? The person sees the vision and they catch flame?
Let's have a look. You enforce the faith and grant them a vivid memory of Sarama's demise, which 2d8 plus blah blah fire and radiant damage, and each ally of the target you see takes fire and radiant damage. So if the cart is allied with a person, I could do it.
I mean, Is the cart sentient?
It turns out that they're using like Thomas the Tank Engine and crew.
At this point in the game, it wouldn't surprise me. Or we could just throw Alchemist Fire at it to set the. Do I carry that anymore? Is that a thing I still carry? Inventory.
Well, Dan's hinted pretty strongly that it's these carts aren't going to just easily set fire.
But the coal. If we set fire to the coal cart, it would probably incapacitate the locomotive from actually being able to move.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does generally take a bit to get coal going. Like, once it's going,
Yeah, I
it'll
was
fucking
going to
go.
ask. I don't think coal, again, is dynamite.
No, but like I'm because Alchemist Fire, right? That's essentially.
You'd need a strong flame, probably sustained for like, a good few minutes, I'd say.
Well, Alchemist Fire is pretty much phosphorus, right?
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good.
I don't have any Alchemist Fire on me anymore, apparently. So that's moot point.
I think we're getting down to just running straight at it.
Frontal assault? Alright.
This is what always happens. We spend like half the session trying to come up with ideas, draw blanks, and then just go in guns blazing.
What if we set a distraction on another train? Don't ask me how.
And more doings. What are you guys doing?
Jeff, ask them if they're from the Obzazi.
Are you guys from the Ob?
You see a handful of them look over. Who said that? And a couple of them sling their guns off, and 2 from the entrance of one and 2 from the entrance of the other move over towards you. What do you say?
Are you from the Ob?
One of them looks, what do you think we should say? No. Tell him no. No!
Oh, I thought you were. I was going to give you some durries, but that's okay.
Well, in that case, roll me a bluff.
Why am I doing this? I am not this. I have a -1.
Perfect. Well, in that case, drop the durries and fuck off.
Oh, all right. Do you guys have a lighter though?
Of course.
Can I scab a light?
He pulls out a small flint lighter. Chucks it over to you.
Oh, cheer, bro.
Now chuck us the durries.
Nah, mine now.
Oh my god.
He raises his rifle at you. Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, hey, that's just rude, buddy.
Give it back.
Oh,
you see people on the platform looking over like, what's all this kerfuffle?
I'll chuck the lighter back.
And he catches it one hand, takes his hand off his rifle and catches the lighter.
Now!
Right, I think you meant to shoot.
Oh, was that our cue?
Yes.
After a moment of confused, I assume you all roll initiative.
Yeah, surprise round, right?
Yes, you'll get a surprise round.
Oh boy, we have not.
Is the Thock still around?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll for me. Sorry, I'll be there soon.
Yep. All good. Want to roll his initiative, Dan?
I rolled him a 16.
He's got like a +20 initiative. He'll be fine.
I still do not understand how to play Mahjong.
Sorry, I'm back. Just had someone struggling to get the door open. The house. Okay, so you've rolled initiative. I should put the combat in, shouldn't I? And we may, because Ryla's not here, we may end it there, because we're 5 minutes from 9 anyway, and we're down a person, and rather than start a combat, maybe we'll pause it there and come back as you